have a preconceived notion of what I am capable of just at first sight. When I do my thing and they see it and they're like, whoa. I love giving that shock and awe feeling. It's just like, so you think I can only do this, but I'm going to show you I can do so much more. My name is Dexter Mayfield, and I am a plus-size male model and professional dancer for about 8 years now. Oh my goodness. The journey has been long. It has been hard. Being a bigger person, there's not as many opportunities, but at the same time, there's so many opportunities that you would never expect.
I am so happy with this.
So I've been able to dance for Jennifer Lopez for her Poppy music video, Sarah Bareilles for her Brave music video. I was actually able to walk the runway as a plus-size model for Marco Marco at LA Fashion Week, and that has been an eye-opening experience for me. I was never actually trained professionally as a dancer. I never expected to be a professional dancer given my body type. Being a gay black man in America is not easy, especially being a big gay black man in America. And it took me a while to really find that love for myself, my true self. Whenever we think of bigger men, we view them as something to laugh at. And we're not that. We love our bodies as well. And we are sexy too. Like, I can't say that enough. Like, we are sexy too. At the end of the day, I just want to be seen as someone who deserves this, as someone who is capable. Not seen as just an overweight person, not just seen as a black actor or dancer, not seen as whatever that first impression is. I just want to be seen as someone who is talented enough for this job.
I was called names such as Monster, Two-Face, and Scarface.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Posting my videos made me realize that this is my mission. I wouldn't take it back. This is absolutely the reason why it happened to me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Shalom Black. Today we are going to be doing makeup.
My name is Shalom and I make YouTube videos. I teach people how to do makeup and also encourage them to love themselves for who they are without the makeup. I was burned by cooking oil when I was 9 years old in my mother's restaurant back in Nigeria. I remember waking up just screaming and peeling off my skin and rubbing out my face. It was really terrible for me. I thought of suicide. I was in the mirror just looking at myself like, why don't people just like me? And I know that my mom loved me and she would be really sad to lose a child, you know, because she felt like she already lost one. I'm sorry.
This is very pretty.
I started to feel better about myself when I saw other people that were burnt too, and I wanted to help people like me. My solution was trying to cover up my scar. So I thought, why not makeup?
This is gonna be a talk through step by step how I cover up the scar in my face.
When I get comments from my viewers telling me that I help them, it makes me remember why I'm doing this. I like to focus positivity on my videos, you know, not just putting on the makeup, but having a message that comes with it. That makeup isn't just what I love to do, you know. I want to make you feel good even when you don't have the makeup on. I'm just happy because I found myself. I learned to accept my scars. And I also just love me for who I am.
I was always big. My story was that I was fat and that I was sort of doomed to be fat and unhappy and not live the life that I wanted to live. So being able to break down that story, it's been a lifelong process for me, and that's what I really am aiming to share with other people, is that that story doesn't have to be true. I'm Dana Falsetti, and I am a yoga teacher. Yoga is for everyone. Why do people need to be skinny to do yoga? It doesn't even make sense to me. If the only thing that you need to practice yoga is the willingness to try. Welcome. So even bigger breath on this inhale. So belly rises up towards the sky. Rock the hips from side to side, just anything that feels good. I travel all over the world teaching body positive workshops. So I don't necessarily teach in a way that is about modifying or making the practice easier for anybody based on age or size or anything like that. It's more about teaching in a way that makes everyone feel really included and really comfortable. And lift the left arm up. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what any of you look like. Just do it and just feel amazing. From like age 10 or so on, I was always big. 3 years ago, I started going to the gym and just being really active in the pursuit to get smaller. And I lost almost 100 pounds. I got to my new body and everything was exactly the same. I wasn't happier and I didn't feel any better. And so I was at this point where I felt really just kind of lost and confused about what I needed. And so I went to yoga. Before I practiced, I didn't realize how capable my body was, because I just felt like it was fat and like I was lazy, and I believed everything about my body that sort of society sees when they see a fat person. I love my body, which is crazy because I really spent my whole life hating it. I mean, looking in the mirror and just feeling so disgusting, and I'm proud of it now, and I'm proud to take care of it.
You get skinny and then you want to cover it up. I just wore clothing, baggy clothes, things that hid my body. I would have little games in my head that I would play, like, let's see how long I can go without eating. I would definitely still be starving myself if I had not found circus arts. I'm Kayla Dykes, and I'm a professional aerialist and a survivor of anorexia. I did gymnastics and developed anorexia in my teens into my 20s. At my lowest point, I was 90 pounds, and that's when I discovered circus arts. It changed my life because I knew that if I wanted to do it, I needed to grow stronger and grow from it. It took me 8 years to get from there to here. Anorexia never really goes away. You just learn how to shut it out. When I look in the mirror now, and I don't see the muscle mass, I feel small. Almost immediately, I'm thinking, you know that's not true. You can climb 200 feet straight up. I had no idea from my first day that this would end up being my profession. Back then, I would cook a pot of noodles, and I would have to get my then husband to strain the noodles for me because I didn't have the strength to lift the pot of water and noodles and pour it out. And I remember asking, what is wrong with me? And one of my trainers looked at me and she said, you need to eat. I had fallen in love with aerial So much so that I was willing to put food in my mouth and grow some muscle so I can get up in the air and keep up with all my classmates. If I could say anything to my anorexic self, it would be that you could be so much nicer to your body. At the time, I thought I was taking care of it. I wasn't, and I didn't know any better. I'm capable of so much more.
I told myself going into the locker room, Melanie, when you had breasts, you would not have been modest. You would not be covering yourself up to any greater degree. So this is what you will do now. When the doctor told me, I'm sorry to say you have breast cancer, I just went blank. I was diagnosed needing a single mastectomy of my right breast. I knew from the start that I wasn't interested in reconstruction. Symmetry is important to me as an individual. It's my breasts or nothing. Shopping for that bathing suit, that was hard. You know, I have 17 inches of scar on my chest. My skin doesn't move the way it used to, and it needs stretching. Doing it in the water just feels better than anything else, anywhere else. When I made this decision, I told myself, just embrace this. Be it. Be all of it. I've posed for a few different projects, the Grace Project. I've posed for Play Out Underwear. These projects, they're great for me. There's an aspect of being able to see myself. I'm not defined by my breasts or my lack of breasts. Visual representation for this body type is very important so that no woman feel like they need to hide